idea and the more than an athlete actions. You know, Madison started this by wanting to put out to the public where athletes branch out more than just on the field or track or court, wherever it may be. I know, prepping for this, Taylor, you shared an awesome experience about how becoming an orientation leader really was a great place for you to branch out. Do you mind talking about that and sharing what that did for you?
Yeah, so the orientation team here is a very large group on campus. As many of you know, there's about 80 to 90 of us, which is sometimes difficult to herd that many different minded and different kind of people, but it was a great experience for me, especially entering at the end of my freshman year, to have those experiences of different people who are very diverse than me, whether they like the same things I do or like the different ages and everything, how people were in different aspects of their life, because it was end of the freshmen and even the seniors who were graduating were still around for a little bit to help us guide us who we wanted to be as an orientation leader. But that also helped the experience to find out kind of who you are as a person, because everyone's going through that same experience their freshman year, trying to figure out who they are, who they want to be, because you're not around your core 5 friends in high school or you're the same people you live with every day, that you have the experience to see different people throughout different aspects of their life and kind of see how they're doing and how they can help you and guide you be who you want to be and understand what you like to do with your life type of situation.
Awesome. I know orientation is kind of outside athletics and it's something that you wanted to do. Olivia, I know you got more involved within athletics, but not quite with sport. Why don't you talk about that?
Yeah, so this semester I'm actually interning with Dr. Wallanen, because I am very much into mental health advocacy and also just psychology in general. And it's been like honestly a very eye-opening, this lovely experience so far. So a lot of what I do as an intern is kind of help with research, but also with other universities Dr. Wallanen works with, I look at like didactics and kind of like how populations of student athletes are just so interesting to like study and look at, because we're not like the average person in a lot of ways. The struggles that we have are very unique. The pressures we go through just as young people and are very intense and sometimes very severe. So I think from that what I've gathered is like one awesome work environment, work ethic. Also, I'm definitely going to go down that path at some point in my career, which is really great. But also learning about how much self-compassion is necessary to be an athlete. So I learned that myself, learning it now, but I also want to send that to all of you, is that we are going through a very, very tumultuous, intense time in our lives right now, and whereas it's going to be very, very rewarding, you're allowed to feel overwhelmed by it too. So it has been like a really awesome experience so far.
Awesome. Lottie, Amanda, Luca, any of you guys want to share maybe how you've gotten involved outside of your sport?
Yeah, so I think a big thing for me when I came to college was just kind of joining more things outside of athletics to kind of not give me a new identity, but maybe like a more well-rounded identity. So like you said earlier, it's really hard to describe yourself when someone asks you who you are and not mention your sport. So I think just kind of being involved in things outside your sport kind of gave you a whole new like perspective on how to look at things and just like a well-rounded identity.
Awesome. And how do you think reaching out and getting involved has helped your well-being as a person?
I think it's definitely lowered my anxiety and stress, just not kind of focusing on my sport. So it's like kind of giving me like outlets to like, you know, put my focus to. So it's not, I'm just not kind of only focused on track or only focused on just one thing. And it's kind of made me just like, kind of more like, just yeah, well-rounded. Like I have more things to offer now, just instead of my sport.